What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Changing the oil on a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT 6.4 liter Hemi is so easy to do. I mean, if I can do it, you can too. So sit back, relax, have a beer, and enjoy the process. Yep. Alright, so the tools of the trade today are car ramps or a 3-ton floor jack, a 13mm socket for the oil pan drain plug, a ratchet and an extension, a large band oil filter wrench, an oil drain pan, and an oil funnel, just to keep things clean, baby. Alright, let's get it. First thing to do is to start the Mopar and let it idle to get that oil nice and warm so it drains out faster and thoroughly. After a few minutes, let's go ahead and get the Jeep up on ramps, or using a 3-ton floor jack to lift it up will also be sufficient. Next, turn off the Mopar and pop the hood, and let's remove the oil fill cap. After that, let's head under the Jeep and place the oil drain pan under the oil pan drain plug, which is located near the front center of the bottom of the bumper. In the WK2 Jeeps, the belly pan has an opening that gives you access to the oil pan and oil filter right away, which is pretty sweet. In the Challenger and Chargers we worked on in previous episodes, we had to remove the belly pan. Once you're all set up, let's grab our 13mm socket, ratchet, and extension and remove the 13mm oil pan drain plug. Be careful that you don't drop the 13mm drain plug in the oil drain pan. That could get messy. Now, let's get back up top. While the Jeep is draining, let's grab our new oil filter and fill it up with some new motor oil. Ooh, it's beautiful. And lube that oil filter gasket while we're at it. Next, let's place the newly filled oil filter aside to a safe place and head back under the Jeep and locate the oil filter, which is above the oil pan drain. Let's use a large band oil filter wrench to loosen the filter. Once it is loose, unscrew the filter by hand. You may want to let the filter drain out a bit before totally removing it. It's just a matter of how dirty you want to get. Once the old oil filter is off, let's clean the area of old oil and check the old oil filter to make sure the gasket didn't get stuck in the oil filter mount. Once everything's wiped down, let's grab our new oil filter and screw it back in place. Hand tightness will suffice for this oil filter. Alright, so at this point, all the oil should have drained out of the oil pan. So let's install the 13mm oil pan drain plug with our 13mm socket, ratchet, and extension. After that, let's head back up top and place an oil funnel in the oil fill hole and start filling the Hemi with our oil. Next, simply screw back on the oil filler cap and start the Mopar for about 10 seconds. At this time, let's go ahead and reset our oil change indicator. You can check out our oil change indicator reset video in the description and in the comments below. After that, let's clean up a bit, and after about 5 minutes, the new oil should have settled to give us an accurate measurement for the oil dipstick. Go ahead and pull out the oil dipstick located on the passenger side front of the Hemi. If the oil lands within the hatched area, we are good to go. Congratulations, you have now changed the oil on your Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Pretty easy, eh? The process will be similar for the 5.7 liter Hemi and the 3.6 liter Pentastar engines, with the oil filter located up top for the V6. The oil filter numbers are listed below in the description. For the 392 Hemi, we will need 7 quarts of 0W40. And for the 5.7 Hemi and 3.6 liter Pentastar owners, hit up your owner's manual for your recommended synthetic oil and quantity. That's always the best recommended thing. You never know, right? As mentioned before, you can check out our oil change indicator reset video in the comments, as well as the instructions in the description below. Hope this helps, Mopar fam. Peace.